the robot, if he tries or she tries to ingratiate themselves into the human world, they end up coming up against the reality that they're a robot and they don't have feelings, they don't have a heart. And I think that modern day tragedy is a story about limitations and nature, you know, the essential nature of who you are, and confronting that. The reason I made these two robots, there are two of them, you can't see them now, but you'll see at the end, is after something that happened between me and one of my ex-girlfriends, where we'd had an argument and we'd said our bit and there was nothing more to say, and I wanted to kind of extend an olive branch, and I looked at my phone and I was looking for an emoji, and I had this flash of inspiration and I sent her two robots, and luckily she completely understood, and at the time I didn't quite get it, but having thought about it a bit more, I think that what was so effective and sort of actually quite funny about the two robots is that they're sort of like these sad characters, I guess, but there's something very endearing about them, like staring out helplessly at the world. And I think it's that, you know, if you think about love, romantic love with a capital R, you might send a rose or a heart, and I think that represents love as being like perfect and embellishing the positives and not really looking at the negatives. Whereas both she and I shared this idea, like the psychoanalytical version of life and love and relationships, which is that paradoxically, if you confront the negative things, you're actually better off, because that's reality, and you can choose to live in a fantasy of romantic, capital R, love, but actually that's not all that's available. And I think, you know, if you look at how these robots are made, you can see the scuff marks and there's all the little dents and dinks, and I think it embodies this idea of accepting what is, as opposed to dreaming or living in a fantasy world of what could be. And unintentionally, these two little robot friends became a symbol of our friendship and that understanding. And I personally find their desperation and the failure of robots to be human quite entertaining. There's something funny about disappointment, and I think they embody that. And remember, Pobody's Nerfect. Beep beep. Thanks so much for watching. If you do like my work, you can come and see it in person in my second solo show, Dreamer Vision, details on the screen. It's going to be in Notting Hill Gate in London from the 24th to the 30th of May over a bank holiday weekend. Should be good weather, lots of good stuff in the area. You've got Portobello Road, Hyde Park, lots of pubs, cafes, restaurants. Everyone's welcome, dogs, mums, wives, kids, husbands, granddads, uncles. You get the idea. It would be great to see you there. Thank you again for watching. Like and subscribe.